What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD Wednesday. You're back in here on PlayStation Source, and this is, of course, Road to Ghost of Tsushima, the weekly. I almost said Last of Us again. Damn, the weekly podcast about any and all things Ghost of Tsushima. And with me, of course, Lord Arachnite.
Ooh.
The Arachnite. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing well. How are you, Lord?
I'm doing good. I now want to be preferred as Lord TKD, if I may. Like, I may change my Twitter name to it. The PlayStation Source Twitter is, I think it's PlayStation Source of Tsushima. I think.
I think I've noticed that.
I may switch my name to. You know what? I'm doing it right now live.
Lord Source.
I'm Lord. No, I am changing my Twitter name as we speak. Not on PS Source, but my personal one is Lord TKD of Tsushima. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing well. I'm changing my name right now.
Oh, let's get it. Man, I know we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of our first impressions of this game. But is there anything else you played this week besides Ghost of Tsushima?
Same old, like Dragon Ball Fighters,
Right.
some Valorant, getting on that grind. Got into Platinum, just working my way to Diamond.
Fire.
Yeah, it's like you could do like so well for 3 games. You lose one though, and then you're back down to where you were. It's like awesome, thanks.
Yeah.
So it's a grind.
I feel you. I was playing a game on Switch that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, that's under embargo. / I don't think I'll ever be able to talk about that game until it's out. I don't think, but played a little bit of that.
Ooh.
Gave some feedback to the devs on that specific game. I will tell you, it was a fun time. It was fun. Can't tell you what it is, but it was a fun time. As well as, actually, side note, I'll tell you off stream. But I did get, I am getting my hands on something very, 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 very good, Arachnite.
Ooh.
Coming up on Friday. I mean, very good. All right. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. You know what I'm saying? And that one again, I can't discuss that one either.
Ooh.
I don't think ever until the game is out. But I'll tell you offline what it is. But I can't wait for that thing. But beside that point, this is of course Road to Ghost of Tsushima. And wait, there was something I wanted to bring up. Man, someone in the comments has something last podcast that I wanted to bring up. I'm forgetting what it is right now. Well, beside the point, thank you for the support. If you guys are, supporting the Ghost of Tsushima content on the channel, much appreciated. And if you want to further your support, down below in the description, you can find links to, of course, the Arachnite's links, his Twitch, his Discord, his Twitter, as well as our assortment of links, including our Discord server and our Twitter, as well as our Anchor link to listen to our long-form content and podcast format. That, of course, being only now Road to Ghost of Tsushima. RIP Road to Part 2. If you guys missed it, that was uploaded yesterday. The last and final episode of Road to Part 2, because the road has ended for that game. Hate to see it. But we still got a little ways away with Road to Ghost of Tsushima, and we got a lot to discuss about this game for sure. But definitely do that good stuff. Our support. And by the way, if you would like to, you may have been seeing that I've been streaming a lot of Ghost of Tsushima, the main Golden Path storyline on those streams. And you may have seen some people have some cool emojis in there, some channel badges, you know what I'm saying? And you can get those for yourself by hitting up that join button or the link in the description to become a Prince or King tier for the channel. So definitely do that. $1 a month. You get really cool emojis. You get the triple GG. You get the TKD hype. You know what I'm saying? More emojis to come as well. And a channel badge, all that good stuff. And you get to support me if you're enjoying the content. So much love to that. And for all those, like Owen, who's on the King tier, as well as Arachnite, who's on the Prince tier. Shout out to you, homie. Shout out to you.
Support the channel. We love to see it.
Lord Arachnite, shout out to you. Absolutely. But man, I know we have a lot of like casual talk in the beginning of these, like, okay, Kev, let's restart that sentence. I know we have a lot of casual talk at the beginning of this episode, but I feel like there's no time for the casual talk. This one, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we gotta jump straight into this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess opening thoughts about Ghost of Tsushima. Arachnite, what do you got for me?
The game is stunning.
Right? I have so many thoughts. Like, oh man, like I have long. Okay, so before Ghost, okay, what do you think is your best? Like, what do you think is the best looking PS4 game?
Ghost.
What was it before that? Because I have an answer, but
like,
I just want to see if it's like the same as you or not.
T-Lab 2 is also really impressive graphically.
Very, yes. Very, very impressive. Very impressive, yeah. Like, I think also that, I don't know how to phrase this. Well, I guess, like, Last of Us Part 2 is definitely, you know, one of the best looking games on PS4. That's factual, right?
Right.
But I always said, from, like, an aesthetic choice as well as, like, a stylistic choice, I feel that Horizon Zero Dawn is the most stunning game on PS4. Like, in terms of, like, overall style taken into account. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And design. I think this game tops it.
Oh yeah, like Horizon. Like, I haven't touched Horizon in so long. Like, I'm buying it on PC. I already pre-ordered it on PC.
Oh snap! You get them. You get all the frames.
Yeah.
All the quality.
I just finished upgrading my computer, so I'll be able to run Horizon at a crisp 144 frames.
That's hot.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna look really, really nice.
I bet. Absolutely.
So I agree with you. Horizon is a stunning game. Like, the only thing Ghost, I think, lacks somewhat graphically, the environments and all that look amazing. The player, like the model, like character models, do look a little weird. Not weird, but like, there was obviously more emphasis on the environments and details surrounding that than on models.
I agree. Yeah, like it's more of like when you look at Ghost of Tsushima from a wide standpoint, right? Like, if you're like overlooking it either literally like on top of a mountain or whatever and like seeing the overall landscape, it is incredible how good this game looks, right? But when you start to, you know, lessen that wide shot and go into some of the specifics in the game visually, that's where it definitely, you know, falls. But like, it's not like it's, I wouldn't call it bad. Actually, no, I think some things look bad in the game, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's few and far between, at least I feel like.
Yeah.
You know? I think overall this is one of the best looking games on PS4, and I could easily, I think, make the case by the end of it that it is the best looking game, you know. Do you have a particular like favorite time of day that you like to experience in Ghost of Tsushima?
Like sunrise or sunset.
Right. When we get those red, orange, pinks.
Yeah, I've spent so much time in photo mode.
Bro, literally too much time in photo mode, dog. Too much time, bro. I thought I used photo mode a lot in like Spider-Man and like Horizon, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I thought I used them a lot in there. Even Last of Us Part 2 as well. But God, I'm like stopping I'm literally going back and trying to recreate a shot that I thought would be a good shot, but didn't stop for a shot when I was like initially doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like doing those things where like I'm like setting up poses, which like I never do. You know, like if I just see the opportunity in a game, I'll just take the shot. But if I miss it, oh well, I miss it. Like whatever, I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a dozen different opportunities to take good pictures.
Definitely.
Like, I have some really good shots that won't upload for some reason. Like, I have them saved. Like,
oh really? They won't.
Yeah.
From your PS4.
Yeah. Like I can't do anything with them because anytime I try to like upload them or whatever, it just says like, oh, like there's an issue with the DNS server or whatever. It's like, awesome. I'll just plug a USB in there and just get them out.
Well, here on this channel, we are we stay blaming Corey Barlog for the issues. We always gotta blame the homie Corey Barlog.
I think this has the best photo mode in any game that I've played.
Oh yeah, like in terms of like what you're able to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like the fact that they give you access to like the particles and like the wind direction, the wind speed, time of day is what we've seen before, but like just those like little stuff in there, and you can animate.
Yeah.
So you can, oh my god, dude. So like, you can like make like you can record a clip if you want to on PS4 and upload that feasibly. I bet you can make your own wallpaper that way. I think.
Yeah, I was thinking like I can't wait for the wallpaper engine, like the creations to come out of all that.
It's
It's good.
Fire. It looks really well. It looks really good for sure.
Look,
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say is like, Last of Us 2's photo mode kind of sucks, in my opinion. I didn't like it. It was really uncomfortable in my opinion. That's why I hardly ever use it.
I didn't mess around with it too much because with part 2, you know, like it was more of just like capturing moments. Like I shared actually my favorite single shot in the whole game, which is younger Ellie. It's during the flashback of her birthday in the museum, and she's staring at this like spray painted wall that has the Firefly logo, and under it says liars.
Yeah.
And just Ellie just staring at it. Like I love that shot. Like that's by far my favorite.
Yeah,
shot.
I mean, like I like doing action shots.
Hello? Uh-oh.
Like
Arachnite.
Action shots are
We're
my
losing
bread and
you.
butter for photo mode.
My boy.
Like that's why I had a lot
What
of fun with
happened?
Spider-Man.
Uh-oh. Arachnite, come back. Lord Arachnite.
The audio on Discord just completely collapsed for a second. Hello.
I think we're back. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you stop your recording? Because if you didn't, then we're good.
No, I didn't.
Okay, perfect. Let's keep it going. I feel dead air, you know.
Yeah.
People understand. Shout out to Discord. Were you around yesterday when Discord like imploded, I heard, and like the whole internet
Yeah.
imploded?
Yeah, I was playing Valorant and I was on like a 4-man team, and it's like, oh
Man.
I was like, all right, that sucks. I guess we're just gonna talk in game now.
Interesting. Yeah. I was driving to my parents' house. I almost said the city. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I was driving to Glendale, Arizona, from Tempe, Arizona, right? So that's like about a 40-minute drive, 50-minute drive here and there, just about under an hour, you know.
I heard a G is like, yeah, Glendale. I heard he stopped himself.
Because I was like, well, Kevin, like you can say the city. You're not like naming the address out, like it's fine.
You're not
right?
doxing yourself.
Yeah. So when I got to my parents' house, that's when I was on Twitter. I'm like, oh snap! Like, why is Discord RIP Discord trending? Like, what the hell's going on? Like, I thought someone got canceled at Discord.
Oof.
I was like, hold up, like, damn. But no, it was just I guess this one company that has a lot of servers that had a issue or something like that, and a bunch of other stuff piggybacked it was down. Like Google was down a little bit partially, I think. A lot of places were down, but of course in our space, in our gaming space, of course Discord was the one that was trending, of course. But yeah, I missed it all. Hate to see it. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, right. So Last of Us Part 2 photo mode, I didn't mess around with a ton. But so I can't, I guess, really speak to it comparatively, but Ghost of Tsushima seems to be the best photo mode that's ever been implemented in a game.
Yeah,
for sure.
Spider-Man comes close in my opinion.
Spider-Man's a good one too. Definitely. But I guess going into it, right? Like, how did you feel about the first opening instances, like before you get to the open world? Because I want to talk from that beginning point up until we get the open world, because there's something in specific I want to talk about going into the open world. But how did you feel about that first beginning half of seeing and setting up the story?
story wise, like it was like captivating. Like you were right from the
Oh.
get go. It's like
A rack. Oh wait, I guess the people can't tell that you're botting, right? I guess people can't tell. So I wonder why I'm acting like I have to cover dead air.
yeah,
It's just I just can't understand you.
Yeah, you just went robot for me. So I was like,
I did.
Yeah, it's like I'm sure he's talking right now. I'll wait.
Well, I was talking because you started botting, but here we're gonna try. Okay, just say.
We're going to
Say you
Skype
thought-
now. Yeah.
I don't want, man. If I can use anything but Skype, that'd be great.
We're gonna use smoke signals.
Yes, perhaps. Yes. We're gonna use messenger birds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hire one of the foxes in the game to run you notes.
I gotta go to the shrine, honor it. Just
Yeah,
get the
right.
just get the episode out.
An Ari shrine. All right. Get your thoughts out one more time, and I'll be quiet if you start botting, and we'll figure it out.
All right, no worries. So graphically stunning, captivating. Like just the entire set piece was very, very good. Like everything was really interesting. Like I dug everything going on. I was like, oh yeah, send me your finest warrior. It's like I'm gonna leave it at that. But it's like that scene was pretty funny. Like I know it was supposed to be intense, but it's like damn.
Bro, he got. You know what? Let me stop talking. But yeah,
Yeah.
There was.
You hate
it
to
was
see
like,
it.
oh,
You hate to see it.
you hate to see it. You truly do. You truly do.
I do have a complaint.
Oh.
Yes,
Yes, sir. You may.
On the combat, the controls are uncomfortable sometimes. R2, I think that button placement is awful.
Okay.
Like the switching your stances, I hate that because if I miss something, like if I miss picking something up and then it's just like, oh, change your stance, it's like, oh, great, that's awkward. Or if I accidentally do it in combat, it's like, wait, why can't I attack? It's like, oh, great, I opened my stances. I gotta close it up real quick. And
Right.
instinctively, I'll hit circle to cancel out of the menu, but circle just changes me into the water stance. It's like, great, now I can't attack. And no lock on. Sometimes I will whiff so many hits just because like Jin decides to move a little bit.
Yeah, like so. This actually was talked about famously. I'm not sure. Arachnite, do you watch kind of funny content? I don't know if you do.
Not really, no.
Okay, not really. Okay, so there's a fine gentleman on kind of funny content named Blessing Adeoye Jr. You know what I'm saying? Of kind of funny games specifically, and he was talking about this game during the reviews and stuff like that. And he was like the main voice of like, yo, this game doesn't have a lock on, and I don't understand why. And I was getting a little bit worried because like, man, like I don't use lock on like for every battle in a game that's melee based like Ghost of Tsushima, but when it's getting a little hectic and like I want to focus on one enemy at a time, that's when I'll use lock on, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know, I'm not like I don't see lock on as like necessarily like imperative, but I do expect it to be there in a melee combat game, right? And it is weird not having it in this game, because this game will throw multiple enemies at you, and you're balancing like, you know, 3, 4, 5 enemies at a time, whatever sometimes, and the fact that there's no lock on definitely does throw it off. That's definitely, I don't understand why there's no lock on in this game.
Like,
I agree.
I'll do a charged like heavy attack for like the pierce,
Yeah.
and it'll miss, and I'll be super vulnerable like right after.
Right.
And it's like, great, and it's like, oh, I'll just attack the guy with the spear. I'll miss, and he attacks really quick.
He does.
So, and it does a lot of damage.
That's true.
And it's just like, that sucks. Or,
Like,
oh,
go
what
ahead.
were you gonna say? Sorry.
no. Okay.
It's just like, Also, the parries feel uncomfortable.
The parries feel uncomfortable.
Like, I'll hit the button, and then a second later, it'll parry. So I have to time it early. Like, I have to anticipate when they're about to attack, which is uncomfortable. And it might be my setup, because I'm not going, like, for just not to get into the whole mumbo jumbo of it all. Like, I have a capture card that displays from my PlayStation to the capture card. So, and then I open the app on my computer, and it streams the PS4 on my desktop. So if I get a message in Discord, I can just alt tab and then type and then go back.
Interesting. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Wait. I have questions about your setup now. Hold on. So wait, do you not have a dual monitor display?
Not at the current moment. My monitor was on its way, but there was an issue with shipping and all that.
Oh, I see. Bro, that's gonna make a big difference, bro. You're playing with a huge lag.
So it's like, okay, like I might go back to it, but I didn't have any lag in Last of Us 2.
Huh.
Like I played just about all of Last of Us 2, like my second playthrough on this display.
Well, actually, yeah. You know what? Let me fall back in that statement, because like if you knew you had input lag, you're not dumb.
Yeah.
Like you know what input lag is. So like I guess if you traditionally aren't experiencing input lag, then you would know better than me about your own setup. So
yeah,
let me not be so direct on like, oh bro, you have lag or whatever. Nah, okay, I see. Interesting. Because I'm not finding the parrying feeling weird. I'm finding it feeling pretty okay. / like, okay, like this is pretty much what I expect out of a parry system. Unlike God of War Ascension, where in the previous 3 God of War games, Arachnite, you would tap L1 whenever an enemy is about to lay down an attack, right? Because that's how parrying works. But no, sir, in God of War Ascension, you gotta hold down L1 and then you tap X to parry.
That's disgusting.
Because they're fucking insane.
That's
I'm
horrible.
like, this is like this is not a parry.
I wouldn't parry at all in that game then.
Dude, there are, oh man, God of War Ascension gave me, overall, ended up being a pretty, I would say honestly, pretty okay God of War. Definitely below God of War 3 and 2. Above God of War 1 for me, but it's definitely on the lower end, but not horrible. Right?
Yeah,
I think God of War 1's horrible, but that parrying system in God of War Ascension is fucking atrocious.
That's really bad.
Atrocious. But anyway, beside that, I am liking the pairing system in Ghost of Tsushima. Dang it, there was something else you said I wanted to comment on. The controls. Okay, let's talk about that a little bit. So I'm not sure if I'm like not having that much of an issue with the controls as the first night I did, or because I'm getting used to them. Maybe those two go hand in hand. But the only control that I'm having, that I'm still currently having difficulty in, which I'm about, we'll say, let's see, 3, 6, I'm maybe like 8 to 9 hours in. I'm on the, I believe, last mission of Act 1. I know Arachnite has not done any story content.
Yeah.
Besides what you have to do in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Which, hey, do you, boo-boo. It's all good, bro. Take your time, sweetie. Take your time. But, I am still having issue with, I think you called it the piercing move.
Yeah.
Or it's like the stabbing one, right? Like where I think you hold down triangle.
Hold triangle.
Yeah, that I'm having still a little bit of problems with. I got an upgrade where you can tap triangle again as he's doing that first stab to do a second one, Yeah. And that's just not feeling the best for me. I don't know if it's like I'm not looking at the animation and timing it correctly. Not sure what the deal is there on my end, but I agree with you definitely on that standpoint that the stabbing thing doesn't feel that right. I've gotten a little bit used to switching stances and stuff like that, and I am switching stances a lot, like, because it definitely helps. Have you been noticing that too?
Oh yeah, with It's very fluid. Like I think I still need to get like have my like more time with it. But it's like there's a shield. Usually the shields are slower, so it's like all right, I'll go stone, get rid of the spearmen, like get them out of fuck the spearmen, fuck them, I hate them.
Swordsman.
Yeah,
Stones for swordsman.
yeah, but for I only have the 2 right now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
So it's So it's like I'll use stone. I'll get rid of this, like the guys with spears. Like just get rid of them immediately. I'll throw like the kunai.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
throwing arrow type
yeah,
things.
yeah. I'll just
those are clutch too.
yeah. I'll just throw them as like get out of here. I'm sick of you. Then I'll handle the swordsman, and then I'll go on to the shields.
Yeah. So I have the 3 stances right now. I have stone, water, and wind. Which wind is for spears. The water is for shields, and the stone is for swords and everything.
Yeah.
I think I need like another. I think now I'm working my way towards the moon stance. I think I need 11 shrines to do that.
Is it shrines or I thought it was leaders?
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Yeah, it's leaders. Yeah, sorry. You have to either observe or kill them.
Yeah.
Which is also like a neat detail because I feel like most games would be like, oh, kill them to get the stance, but like. You can also like it does make sense to observe them because you're either getting experience through like visually like looking at them and seeing what would be the best tactic for a more like analytical standpoint, or you can get that get that stance idea through actually fighting them and experimenting with how they fight and finding the best way to do a new stance. Like it makes sense a lot, and I really like that too. I like that touch.
Yeah, no, I like that. Is it just me, or is the stealth in this game really easy?
Dude, this is something okay, the stealth in this game is the one thing that's taking me out of it. Like, because do you remember when, in the beginning part of the game, right?
Yeah.
Let's not talk too much about spoilers, but like, when you have to do that stealth section.
Yeah.
There are countless times I'm like, they should be seeing me right now. Like, in like any other game, they would see me.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, it's not, yeah, like that definitely is jarring. You know, of like, oh, like, I wish the stealth wasn't as easy as it can be done.
I'm playing on hard, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm playing on hard. I have never got... The only times I get detected are when I want to be. It's like... And it's not like it's like I'm being, like, sneaky or whatever. I'll be sprinting above them, and I'll jump down and, like, just, like, do an air attack.
Right.
And it's like, oh, no, you saw me. How would you have seen me?
Oh, heavens.
Oh, heavens, no. And that's just, like, it doesn't really matter, because I could just roll... Like it's like, oh, it's a stealth section. I'll just roll from high grass to high grass because that roll is fast.
Oh, it's super fast.
So it doesn't even matter. And I got a like a stealth charm, which makes enemy detection like slow down by 10%. So it's just like, okay, great. What happened to the stealth game in this stealth game? It's like I'll be fucking around the entire time. Like I'll be running in circles. He's like, please see me. Please see me. Just get it over with.
And like, I think it's even more jarring because like when you're in combat, right?
Yeah.
If you fuck up in combat, you're dead in like 3 hits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like there's no forgiveness there, but they give you a lot of leeway and forgiveness in terms of stealth.
I would rather have it the other way around. The death
shit.
animations are annoying. It's like it takes so long to die. Just let me die.
You want to know why that is though?
Because you can use the Iron Will.
No. I mean that also, but like there's another reason why.
Why?
So Imran Khan, kind of funny, said that the game is loading in that state as well.
Ooh.
So the loading screen takes into account you on the floor and the enemy's like kicking you around and like doing that little thing, whatever.
Yeah.
As well as that tiny loading screen.
Yeah, I did notice that the load times are very quick.
Very quick. Very, very quick.
That's clever.
I think it's
That's clever.
It's very clever, and I think it's because they are hiding it in those ways. Like they like half hide it, half show it.
Yeah.
You know? Which I think is super cool. I mean, but at the end of the day, super quick loading times, like definitely. Even the few times I've done fast traveling, I'm not doing a lot of fast traveling right now, just because I want to have that fog of war out of the way.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I'll do it for like if I need to upgrade my katana or upgrade my armor or whatever, you know, just real quickly. But if I'm going to somewhere new, I'm definitely doing that. Wait, so is there anything else in combat that I want to bring up that I haven't talked about yet? Let me think.
Please add on a lock-on in a patch.
Yeah, I feel like I think they got to do it, and I hope they do it relatively soon. I don't understand why there isn't a lot. And like, you're telling me that no QA testers, nobody? Like, there has to be a reason. There has to be a reason, because I highly doubt that you told me that like everyone that played the game early,
like nobody said anything.
Nobody?
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did.
Right? So that's something. Okay, like, but what's the reason? What is the reason?
It's like immersion or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I would rather be a little less immersed and not whiff like a fifth of my attacks, because like you said, you die in 3 hits, and it takes a little bit to build up the resolve.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It takes a little bit. Like, you have to kill like 3 enemies on hard in order to get like one thing of resolve. And 3 enemies while you have like a sliver of health is intimidating if you don't have any if you don't have any projectiles.
Bro, it's so intense. It's like, fuck, like I cannot fuck this up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but it's so fun though. It's so like I'm really enjoying the combat.
I like the standoffs. The standoffs are fun.
Oh, bro. The way I described it on the Discord, shameless plug, Discord link in the description. I was telling the guys this morning on the Discord, and the ladies, whoever's in there. I don't think, do we have, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, but do we have ladies in there?
I don't know. I just talked to you guys and Owen.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. We'll see. I don't know. Whatever. But I was telling the homies in the Discord that this game I think is like so cool. And not in like a demeaning way, but like in literally like Jin has the sauce.
Yeah.
Arachnite, do you know the theory of the juice in the sauce?
I do not.
Okay, here's the theory of the jury What the hell? The theory of the juice in the sauce. Really quickly for those as well listening, right?
The Joss.
So juice. So when you go to the store, right, and you buy a gallon of juice, and then let's say Thousand Island sauce, or you know, any other barbecue sauce, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's gonna last in the fridge longer, the sauce or the juice?
The sauce.
The sauce, right? The sauce is it's the, as the Catholics would say, the everlasting covenant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it. I appreciate the reference.
I can't say that. I can't. I don't know if I should have said that, but I'm gonna keep it going, right? So, like the sauce is a innate mentality that is hard to break, hard to be shaken. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As opposed to the juice that is like a quick fix. You know, like a juice is you'll lose it as easily as you got it. You know what I'm saying? Jin has the sauce. He's like the everlasting, dope as fuck character.
Have you written a haiku yet?
Oh my god, I have written a haiku. So many haikus. It's so relaxing.
I am not a huge fan of it.
Oh, this guy.
Like,
look at this guy.
I got like the headband of fear in my first haiku.
Ooh, nice. I got that one on my third haiku.
Yeah, so it's like, yo. But I'm still wearing like the robes you get at the very beginning.
Really?
Like the travelers.
Well, do you know that you should be switching your outfits a lot?
I don't have any. I have the traveler's attire.
You don't have like the armor or whatever?
I have the broken one.
Wait, did you do Lady Masako stuff?
No, not yet. Like I said, it's just been a horse riding simulator for me right now.
Oh, bro. Oh, damn. Okay, well, once you get to that point, like you're definitely gonna want, because this is like another not like complaint, but like another suggestion that I would add, right? I hope that there's a patch in the future, right, that adds like, all right, when I get on my horse, automatically equip the traveler's attire.
Yeah.
Then when I'm off the horse, then give me my selected armor or outfit that I chose.
Yeah.
But I want like an outfit for horse riding and then outfit for when I'm not horse riding.
Of course.
Because the traveler's attire unlocks more of the fog of war faster.
Yeah,
At a
that's
greater
what I've
percentage.
been doing.
Yeah, which is great for like, and you can upgrade that. Like right now mine's at 20%, but you can upgrade it more over time. But the armor that I have, which is I've been using the Hero of Tsushima armor, which is the deluxe edition armor that you got.
Yeah.
And that gives me like, I think it's shoot, I'm trying to remember what exactly the verbiage is. It's just like more resilient to damage when taken in combat.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, like there's like a lot of positives on not what's the name? Oh my god. On having the armor switching and the outfit switching, that I wish that they would either make it easier for you to switch armor and outfits, or have it where, all right, on your horse you're this attire, when you're not on your horse you're on X attire.
One of my computer parts just came, so is it okay if I go grab that real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
absolutely.
Sorry. I just don't want to get
Yeah.
it fried in like 115 degrees.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
I'll hold that there.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. But like, as Arakanite goes and gets a computer part, because if you guys didn't know, we're in Arizona and it is hot. Hey Siri, what's the weather right now?
It appears to be clear right now, with a temperature of 109 degrees.
It's 109 degrees outside, so that computer part is gonna melt very, very quickly. So the homie wants to go get that real quick. But I do want to say that like, but I don't know if they would actually add that setting where you can like equip a horse attire versus a just when you're not on the horse attire, because then that would kind of like ruin the point of having upgrades per outfit, if that kind of makes sense. I think that's why they didn't, because I think that they want you to make that like choice every time. But I don't think it's that much of an ass to tell them like, hey, like I have made the choice, so like every time I am riding a horse, like every time I'm riding a horse, I'll wear the traveler's attire. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that would be a negative thing to tie to your character, but I digress. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, guys, let me know what armor you're rocking. Let me know your outfits. Send me on Twitter. Take screenshots at PSSourceVids on the tweet. I want to see how you're looking. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still building up my gen to have my my blue and yellow armor and stuff like that. My blue and yellow drip, if you will, and it's definitely coming along. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about the whole armor system, about the outfit switching, you know what I'm saying? And if you can on Twitter, share screenshots and let me see those screenshots of your armor and your outfit, or drop it on the Discord as well, and I would love to take a look at that and see that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to think of like what else to talk about before Arachnite comes back with his package, you know what I'm saying, with his computer part, if you will. But I mean, just like for me, I guess, cause since I didn't get a chance to at the top of the episode, I am loving the game. The game is definitely I think a very welcoming follow-up to The Last of Us Part 2, with The Last of Us Part 2 being such a dark game, such a grim game, you know, such a heavy game narratively and just overall like scenery and stuff like that. And like overall, The Last of Us 2 has its colorful moments, but like overall, like The Last of Us Part 2 is a very gray game. You know, it's a very dark game visually and of course tonally. But being able to be in this beautiful open world with all these lush colors, all these different environments, and for me, you know, someone who's not from anywhere in the world that looks anything remotely like Ghost of Tsushima, you know, out here being in the desert, you know what I'm saying? My usual color scale is like brown and and some reds and stuff like that. And I mean, hey, you know what? Our sunsets are pretty great. Our sunsets here in Arizona are pretty great, if I must say so myself. But we don't have a lot of the scenery that Tsushima has. So it was really cool to see that from like from an in-game perspective, because I think the game was gorgeous, and it just adds like a whole nother reasoning to why I love the game, or why I've been loving the game. I don't know if I can say like I love the game right now because I'm so early in the game, but I'm definitely loving it. You know what I'm saying? So Arachnite, I was talking to people about how I love how we got Last of Us Part 2 first, and then this game, because of how dark and grim Part 2 is in like visually and like the overall tone and narrative.
Yeah.
And then going from this game, where like, hey, I mean, there's a dark thing happening. Like the Mongols are fucking taking over Tsushima. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, the Mongols are fucked.
Bro, they are wildin' though. Like, yo, they are really out here. And we're sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, like Kodo Khan, he ran my shit at that first fight.
Bro, on the bridge?
Yeah, if I can say that.
Oh my god, bro. No, like I thought I was hot shit, and then he gave me that work for sure.
Yeah.
He definitely gave me that work. Definitely. But what I was commenting as well on is that like we live in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like we have nothing that looks like Tsushima, from where we live currently. So it's cool to get that reflection, and I bet it's interesting from someone that is outside of the United States, right? Mm-hmm. Or just live somewhere that like that doesn't look like anything that's in the U.S. per se, and to play games like GTA 5 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like see how like they feel about it as well, because I'm like getting that right now too with Tsushima, and I've never really had that perspective per se.
You
like
oh, sorry.
I'm sure there's a game that I played that doesn't take place in the U.S. that is a real country. Like, I'm sure that exists, but like I think this is the most prominent example of like a really beautiful one. Like, I guess Greece in AC Odyssey, I guess Egypt in Origins, you know what I'm saying? But like, I would argue that like this is like the most visually stunning.
Yeah. You remember that line from The Force Awakens when Rey is like, I didn't think there was this much green in the entire galaxy? It's like, that's me right now.
I have never, seriously, like, dude, like, I'd be like, yo, like, this grass is so green. Like,
it's like,
damn.
You guys don't have like grass that is struggling to survive?
Yeah, like, you don't have browning grass that's like a faint green that is barely living? No? Okay. All right, I see. Whenever I go home to New York sometimes, whenever I get to, you know what I'm saying? Man, I always like compliment the grass because like, yo, it's so lush. It's so full of life.
Yeah, because it's not 115 and dry.
So bad. Side note about the heat, because like, why not? Let's just talk about it, right? Listeners and viewers here, right? Me and Ragnar, of course, live in Arizona, right? So it was like 5 nights ago, something like that. Like, it was within the past week. Me and my cousin were on Discord. I was like, all right, I'm about to head off. It was 1 in the morning. 1 in the morning. The temperature was 99 degrees.
I feel like that's a war crime.
99 degrees at 1 in the sun has been gone for like multiple hours. like it's been at least 5 hours.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's horrible.
That is truly wild. But all right, we talked a little. So wait, is there anything else because I'm trying to make sure we cover all the bases of this game. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I thought, okay, I'm gonna keep it honest. I thought the intro was a little bit slow. You know what I'm saying?
It was a little slow.
I didn't love the intro, and like I don't know if having that first combat thing, again, we won't talk about it, but like there's a initial combat thing that happens in the beginning. I don't think it was that effective because you felt so overpowered, and maybe maybe that was the point, right?
Yeah.
I guess maybe that was the point.
Well, you have to remember that the he said, what was it, like 80 samurai to thousands of Mongols, and it's just the Mongols are what they are. They're brutes. They hardly know how to except for the leaders, they hardly know how to attack. It's like, oh, they think having a sword and a shield is power,
right?
And so you give a trained samurai who'd been training since his youth a sword, and he's gonna run their fate. Like, he's gonna fuck them up. It's like an 18-year-old who thinks he's hot shit going up against a boxer. And
Precisely.
So they're gonna get thrown around, like cheeks clapped. It's that easy. But like that's why they have to give you. That's why you're on your own, I feel like, for most of the game, because even when we were with Yuna, I remember I was like, oh yeah, Yuna's with me, like she'll shoot him,
right?
And she was just watching, and it's like, and I got stabbed from the back. It's like, hey Yuna, do you mind?
Yuna, can I have an assist?
Please, just one arrow. All I need is one arrow, and we good. It's like, Yuna. And she's like on her phone. It's like, huh? Like, it's like, oh, I'm on my 15. It's like, and then I got pierced. Like, I died, and then I got stabbed in the back with a sword. It's like, okay, thanks, Yuna. Well, we'll take it. Take two. I will rely on you for nothing.
She's on her phone.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, yeah. Like, I don't know. I just don't think that first combat thing that you get in the game, like, worked with me.
Yeah.
You know, like, it felt like it was supposed to be more of a gravitas moment, and, like, I didn't really get the gravitas of it. I do on paper, and I understand, I guess, what they were going for. It just didn't work for me. Like, but I'm glad that that's not reflective at all of the combat experience in the full game. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least that's it, because like that's what I was kind of worried about, because like with that being your first taste of combat in the game on the 6, I was like, oh man, like wait, like I
hope I like this.
Yeah, like I hope I like this, number one, and like I know that this is not the full combat suite, but I don't want it to feel like this. You know what I'm saying? And thank God it doesn't. It doesn't. So I guess you can only speak about Yuna as a character, but once you get to all the other characters in the game, I think you're gonna end up liking them. Like they have really cool stories. Do you want me to explain like how? I guess it's not that spoilery.
Yeah, go. Like, I'm cool with it. Like, if you think it's appropriate for first impressions, go for it.
Yeah, because I'm really liking how organized this game is. You know, in terms of like missions and like what you can do, right? Mm-hmm. So the game is broken up into 3 acts. There's Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. Me and Arachne are still in Act 1. I'm on the last mission of Act 1. I haven't done that yet. As of this when this posts, I will have done it. But Arachne hasn't any of the story stuff.
Yeah, no.
But But there is like, okay, you have to do these things with these certain people to get to the last act. But every time you do one of those things for the people and the first mission for that person, you get opened up to their quest line. So there's like 9 different things like per person that you can do, and I believe you get charms for doing those missions.
Yeah.
While there's also the side missions that you have done. Oh wait, have you done the mythical quest yet?
I've only done 2 of the Tales of Tsushima, just from people that I've seen in the open world. It's like, hey, yeah, people get fucked up in this forest. And it's like you're dumb. Like, it's fine. And so you go in and you run their fade. And
are you stupid or are you dumb?
Are you stupid? It's like, okay. I'm not gonna talk any details, but that mission was completely ruined for me.
Wait, which mission was?
The forest one. You know what I'm talking about?
I
forgot what it was called, but
the forest one.
Where it's like the samurai spirits.
The samurai spirits. I don't think I've done that one yet.
Okay, so no details. You're supposed to like it's supposed to be this like kind of like yo like what's going on? Like this is like kind of fucked up because of the details on the quest. But what I did is you're supposed to come to the quest from a certain way and then go through the forest like left to right, we'll say. When I got to the quest, the guiding wind is like, "Hey, yeah, go this way." So I rode through the entire mission. I went right to left, and I saw all of the set piece. I saw everything. I was like, "Oh, this is like kind of weird. Like, what's going on?" I just rode through it. It's like, yo, like, it's like what's going on here? This is weird. I'm riding through the quest right now. Like, whatever. And so I just picked up all the resources I found. I did the quest, and the resources that respawn is like, thanks for the extra leather. and so it was like kind of ruined for me. Like all the tension was ruined with me because me and Nobu and I just like sprinted through the entire thing.
I see. Yeah. Interesting.
Did you name your horse Nobu? My bad.
I did name my horse Nobu.
I named mine Kage.
Nice. That's Shadow, I believe.
Yeah, it's Shadow.
Yeah. Shadow. I know Christian Buckley, of course, did Sora. Because, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. You gotta do it. I'm like, he's definitely gonna pick Sora. But I just said Nobu, you know what I'm saying? Because I trust the homie. You know what I'm saying? I trust the homie. Yeah, so the Tales of Tsushima, what you said, those are like the actual side quests, right? So as far as I can tell in this game, there are the side quests, which are given by those like random people. I think some of them reside in like the towns as well, like those like settlements, like those camps and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you can go for upgrades and everything. I think some people are there. There are some people out randomly, like what you said as well, right? So those are the Tales of Tsushima. There's Jin's journey, which is of course the main story. There are the mythical quests, which, dude, you gotta do those, man.
I'm excited.
Oh my god, I did one and holy shit, those are fire. And then you have the character quests. I don't know what like what's the like general term for it, but like I would just call them like the character quests, where like so essentially what you have to do for Act 1 was that like there's like 4 characters that you have to go to and do their first quest, because then they will assist you in what you have to do for the end of Act 1, right? Just to be super spoiler free, right? So, but then once you do their first quest, like I said before, their other quests open up, which they all run in a straight line and tell a narrative that's interwoven in between. Like, it's their issue that they're having with the Mongols. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that's like happened to them directly because of the Mongol invasion. So like I think like overall the way they have structured missions and everything, I think is super structured, and I like it a lot. I think it's really good. Amongst, of course, all the types of you continuing the game, have you been following a lot of foxes and following a lot of birds and stuff like that?
Not birds just yet, but foxes, like the Inari shrines. I've been doing a lot of those. Like, it feels weird exploring the map because like there are areas it's like I'm not because one of the objectives will be like I like take 3 enemies down in a single standoff. It's like it's like wow, that'd be fun if I had the fucking upgrade. It's like it's way too early for me to get that upgrade. It's like, what do you want from me?
That's a very good point. Yeah, because I have noticed that actually. Yeah, because like when you're going in and you finish that camp clear out, right?
Yeah,
it's not like, does it get repopulated again eventually? Like I
don't think that wouldn't make sense. Like
exactly, right?
Yeah. Like it's like, oh yeah, look at all the work you did.
Yeah,
just kidding.
Because like I haven't done a ton. I've done a few of those like camp stuff that aren't a part of the main story. I haven't done a ton of those yet, but I've done a few, and like as far as I can tell, they don't revert back to Mongol controlled territory.
Yeah, no, people move back in.
Yeah, the regular common folk. if you will, the Tsushima Islanders do, right? So yeah, you're right. Like I guess that does kind of, doesn't make sense to give you a challenge of something that you can't you literally can't do, but then you can't even go back and do it again because it's already done, like the actual camp. You know what I'm saying?
So you just lose that on the point.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good one. Also, I heard from other people that there were, I guess, some things where like certain quests talk about certain things that you haven't done yet.
Yeah.
If you do them out of order, apparently I haven't ran into that yet. But that I'm not understanding like how that can even be done because like,
Like there'll be instances where I'll fight like bigger enemies, like enemies with like more armor and like better weapons, and I'm just on the first island. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Did I walk into the wrong neighborhood? Like,
yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, like there'll be like these Mongols in like heavy armor and shields, and like they'll be dual wielding swords and just going in a flurry. It's like, dog, I'm wearing broken robes. It's like I have the Sakai steel that hasn't been sharpened in like 15 years. Like I need a minute here. Like I'm struggling right now. Like Kage and I are struggling because I'll run in and it's like, okay, I'll just do a drive by, and then I'll get my shit ran. And then I remember there was a mission I was doing on the coast with a ship, and that's all I'll talk about it with it. And it's just like, I am way too underleveled for this shit.
Yeah, definitely. I've ran into a few enemies that are like seemingly very powerful, and it's cool because like it's not like this game has like a numbering like level system, whatever. But you can just see enemies that are OP and they look OP. You know what I'm saying? Like they look super daunting, and then fighting them is even worse.
Have you done like one of those like big fights, like where there's like a health bar for the guy?
Yes.
Yeah. Like there was one of them that I had done right as soon as I could go into the open world. It was the first thing I found. It was like, oh, there's just like this, like they took over a little thing, like a little town or whatever. Like I was like, I'll take it back. It'll be easy peasy. It was not easy peasy.
Quite the contrary.
Yeah, because the checkpoints are not generous. Like I died right before the fight, the big fight, and so I had to clear out the whole camp again. It's like,
I haven't experienced that, but
like the 2 hits from archers and you're down. Like 2-3 hits from enemies and you're down. The parry time on hard is unforgiving. And sometimes they hit you when you roll. Like I'll roll and I will get hit. And it's like,
I haven't noticed that yet.
And it's like, yeah, no. I'll be surrounded, so it's like, all right, I'll roll back and then like take them one by one and like a corridor, like Daredevil style.
Yeah, I was rolling a lot when I first unlocked rolling, but now I'm only strictly using rolling as a means to like if I get overrun by multiple enemies.
Yeah.
Because I was rolling for like one person. It's like, no, Kev, you want to do a sidestep.
Yeah.
You want to do a single tap with the O, get them on the side, then break their stance, if you will.
Yeah.
And then get at them. Yeah. So I've been definitely learning how to handle all these enemies for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like that big fight, I died so many times. The game was like, "Hey, you want to like take a break?"
Hey, bro, you want to like take a lap, bro?
Yeah, it's like you can hit like circle to like abandon the duel, or you can hit X to try again. Like that to that level where the game was like, "You sure you want to try again?" It's like, shut the fuck up and put me in already.
Sucker punch over the studio like, yo, like, this man trash.
Like
this man trash.
It's like, as I hadn't gotten used to the combat. Like it was like the first thing I did in the game. It was like, great, okay. I just went from getting my shit ran in from Kodo Khan to this guy, and then it's because like you have less than a second, I feel, to react when you see the red icon, like the unblockable. and it's like, all right, do I parry, or do I like do a sidestep when I see the red icon? It's like, all right, if I don't see red at all, it's L1. If I see red, press circle.
Yeah, I totally. This may be just my idiot showing, right? But I didn't grasp that. I knew that red you can't do anything about. Like, you got to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
Right. I knew that, but like I thought the light blue to like white shimmer was the same thing, and it's like, no, you can parry those.
Yeah, with upgrades.
Yeah. With upgrades, you can parry those. I just totally didn't connect those dots until, honestly, before we started recording. I'm gonna keep it honest, like today.
The reason I knew all that is like Sekiro did stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
reds can be countered, like if you jump over and then hit X again to like jump on them or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, like with Sekiro, like you can't block them, you can't parry them. You have to like counter them with like a jump or just get the hell out of the way.
Interesting.
So that's the only reason I knew how to do that in this game. Like I feel like there were some things like taken from Sekiro. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And so like the flashing red icon like feels straight out of Sekiro. Right. So it's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, I saw red. It's like, oh fuck, I didn't. Did I put in Sekiro? Like, am I playing that?
So I guess since you have that perspective, right, of like playing a not only because Sekiro is I guess you could say samurai-esque, right?
Yeah.
Or is he a samurai in that game?
I believe so.
I don't want to speak out of turn, you know what I'm saying? Because I genuinely don't know, but like I understand that like they have a similar historical context.
I believe
background.
he is a samurai.
Similar role, yeah, precisely. But vastly different game directions. Like, how are you feeling with this game, having played Sekiro? Like, do you feel better about this game? Do you wish that some things were like Sekiro? Kind of unpack it from that perspective, definitely.
Just put in a lock-in. That's all I want.
Okay, I see.
And controller customization and waypoints. Yes, I know the guiding wind is cool and all. Please just give me a goddamn waypoint.
I think that you can enable it, but I do. You know what? Okay. Before we get to the guiding ones, I have one more question on that. Like, do you think is like Sekiro a lot more difficult than this game on hard?
Absolutely.
Or yeah, okay.
Sekiro
so
ran
like,
my shit.
Right. Okay. Like, so that's just a whole nother level.
Yeah. Sekiro is a Soulsborne kind of game. Like, it was made by FromSoft, and FromSoft's known for not being very kind.
Yeah, because like, you know, we talked about how like, oh, like, you know, like this game is probably gonna get that like this stamp on it that like it's a Soulsborne-esque, you know what I'm saying? Even though like it might not be.
It's not.
Like, yeah, to me it's a similar vein of Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling like, yeah, where it's like these are similar difficulties where it's like there's definitely, I mean, I have found some definitely like challenging parts in this game that like give me a little challenge, but not like brutal.
Yeah, like Grandmaster on Fallen Order was rough.
Right.
Like, right. I always like, I know I talked about it on every show we do. Like, I love playing games on the hardest difficulties. Like, I love that.
I thought you were gonna say Doom Eternal.
It's like nightmare difficulty.
There we go.
No, but I love challenges. Like, I love, kind of, for lack of a better phrase, like, this is the way my friend describes it because he's been watching me play.
Right.
Bash your head into it until it works.
Damn.
Like, on Fallen Order, Ogdo Bogdo, you remember him?
Ogdo Bog.
The big frog on the first planet.
Oh, this mother. Yeah, I do remember him.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about this recently, but my most difficult time with Jedi Fallen Order was the Sith. That, again, I think when we were talking about this, I think it was honestly last episode. I forgot his name again. But the Sith that was
on Dathomir.
Dathomir. I almost said Mandalore. No, on Dathomir. Yeah, him. Whatever his name is. Yeah, he was definitely the toughest.
Tarkus?
Toughest time with. Toughest. I would say.
Yeah. Tarkus?
Oh, his name. Probably. I really forgot. I don't know. I've been meaning to go back to play Fallen Order at some point.
Oh yeah, they have like a training thing where you can fight Cal as like an Inquisitor, and apparently that's the toughest battle.
That's hot as hell. That's dope. That's fire. That's fire. But let's talk a little bit about the guiding winds, right? So I feel like when the guiding winds work, right, like where you know the general direction of where you have to go.
Malicos, Terran Malicos.
Thank you, Malicos. Yeah, like when you know where to go in the open world of Ghost, right? The guiding winds definitely help and they work out for me, right? But I can't sit here and lie. I have had a few instances where I have to look physically at where the wind is blowing, and sometimes I've went in the wrong direction. You know, I could be again an idiot, right? I'm not gonna discount that phenomena. You know what I'm saying? But there's definitely been some times where like I'm like, oh wait, no, I'm going the complete wrong way. Sorry, my bad. Whoops. And then I have to go around and then turn the other way. You know what I'm saying? But you're saying you just don't like the guy that went straight up, or?
I like. It's kind of annoying to just keep swiping up and up and up, and it's like, oh yeah, it's like, am I going the right way? All right, Ghost Dad, tell me where to go.
Damn, dropping that spoiler. Ha ha.
Well, I thought that was talked about earlier. Oh, my bad.
Ha ha. No, it's alright. If you're watching our first impressions, you probably have played up to that point. It's super early. I would consider that a light.
Well, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like like I said, I haven't gotten any story, like anything other than the very beginning.
Yeah, that's literally the very beginning. So
yeah, like
it's all good.
I'll make sure not to do that again. Like it's just like, it like I get it, like narratively and in the world, like I understand why, but it's just like sometimes a homeboy just wants a waypoint. It's like, oh yeah, use the guiding wind to find flowers. It's like, yeah, okay, wind, show me where to go. It's like, where the fuck are the flowers?
Right, because eventually, when you get close enough to where you're headed to, it'll then show up that little like icon with the guiding wind. Okay, like this is where you're intended to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's only when you're like super close to it. But I feel like is there a setting to turn on an arrow in the game? I can't remember.
I looked at accessibility. I don't think so, because after a little bit with the guiding wind, it's like, yo, that's cool and all. Like, let me check accessibility.
And man, let me tell you something, man. We have definitely been spoiled with Last of Us Part 2's accessibility options, bro.
I thought about that as I was playing. It's like,
yeah, I was like, damn, I wish I had those options, man.
Like, it was some of the things going on. It's just like, I even did like the swipe. It's like, oh yeah, I'm looking for like supplies, and I did the swipe so I could turn on The Last of Us 2's accessibility thing where everything's like blue and yellow. And I was like, oh right, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, no, that, and like I think for me, like I guess a small nitpick is like I don't actually have an issue with reading the subtitles. Like they're still completely readable to me, but I do think that they're a little bit too small. Like, cause I've seen people online like complain about the size of them, and I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Like that one totally to me makes sense. Like, you know, like there's really no need to make text like insanely small. Even though this game is not insanely small, it's on the smaller end of things. You know, I could definitely see that. But yeah, like definitely Part 2 has completely set a standard for options in games for sure.
Like
in terms of accessibility, of course.
It's just like, and now that you mention it, like in Part 2's accessibility, like I turned on the arrow when you click in L3 to show you where to go.
Right.
So the only reason I did it is so I was like, oh, this is where I need to go for story, which means I'm gonna walk the other direction for resources.
That is so smart. Oh my god, I would have loved to put that on, dude. That's such a smart idea because there were so many times in part 2 where I'm like, oh man, like I want to explore here, but like I don't want to lead into a cutscene that I can't back out and go the other way again.
Yeah.
You know? Dang, that's smart. That's some big brain stuff. That's some big brain stuff. Yeah, there's definitely like a few things I wish that this game had in terms of options, but for me, it's completely playable. You know, of course, the lock on is probably the most popular sought out feature this game needs, and definitely one that a lot of people are questioning, like why wasn't it even in the first place. So let's see. So we talked about you know, a little bit of story, a little bit of combat, guiding winds, mission structure, all that good stuff. I'll try to think of anything else that I would want to bring up. I have one. I think. How do you feel about the vendor situation?
I don't like it.
Really?
Like with the vendors, it's just like, and maybe it's just because I'm super early into it, but I have a shit ton of supplies. I'd like to just buy the flowers to get my stuff, please. Thank you.
You can. Wait, I think you can. I know you can buy iron and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, I'm super early.
Okay, right. I think you can. Cause I mean, and my only context is that because like I know like I can trade. I forgot which currency. Oh, I can trade supplies for like iron or for you wood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for ammo for like my bow. So I guess arrows. I don't want to say ammo for my bow. What the fuck? Arrows. You know what I'm saying? I know I can do that. So I think maybe eventually, and maybe I can do it right now. I just haven't done it because I've been trained by Assassin's Creed Odyssey to, if I see a resource while I'm on my horse, I pick it up.
Yeah.
No matter what, I pick up everything I see that I can pick up that when I'm riding my horse. I've just been trained to do that with Odyssey, because in Odyssey I just have like literally Arachnite. I have like an endless amount of just resources.
Yeah.
At that point, like I just kept doing that throughout my entire like 70-hour playthrough. That like I just have such a massive amount that I literally never run out of anything ever in that game. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I've been trying to do that here as well. But definitely those upgrades are definitely asking a lot of resources from you. Like a lot. Like I have found that like when I have an upgrade to my bow and my katana or whatever, I can only do one or the other. You know? Like they definitely ask a lot of resources out of you.
It feels like the gears,
which is fine.
Yeah, like the gears at part 2.
The what?
The gears, like for gun upgrades.
Right. Yes.
That's
That's a very good comparison. Yeah, where like it looks like you have a lot because you have a lot of gears, but you really can only do like one or maybe two things at the bench.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you have like 150 gears, like that's damage, and
and like maybe a scope.
Yeah, I think a scope was 60. Like you're not getting a scope on that.
It was like damage and like maybe like weapon sway.
Yeah, weapon sway or like ammo capacity.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah, well, you better keep looking. It's like, all right, thanks.
It's like, well, okay then.
Yeah.
For real. You've taken a dip in them hot springs yet?
I have, and I know the game is trying to be like profound and deep, but I started laughing so hard when it's like, think about this or that when you're naked in a hot spring alone at night.
It's working for me, but I can understand the hilarity in it.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
I was completely off guard because I was like, all right, he's going in the hot spring. I'm gonna go grab like something to eat real quick. Like I grabbed a granola bar. I came back, and it's like, think about that or that, and I started laughing so hard.
Right, yeah, like definitely looking at it. You know, of course you have context, but like looking at it just purely stripped of any context and just like looking at it as a scene, there's definitely some comedy to it. Like it's like a little bit funny, yeah, for sure. But for me, like it's working for me. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's like they're really doubling down on like, and like that's what I think is the most interesting thing about this game coming from Sucker Punch, right? Because like I feel like all of the infamous games and like even Second Son most closely, of course, is that like Second Son like feels very, very video gamey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, hey, here's a big ass arrow, or like, hey, like you're doing this. Like this is exactly what you're doing because we are a video game and you're playing a video game, right? But with this, it's like they took every mechanic that a game needs to function and completely woven into its narrative and its world. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think like it may, like some people could probably take the note of like, oh, it's like a bit full of itself or like a bit pretentious, but like I just see it as more of like they really want to immerse you in Ghost of Tsushima. And like I don't know if this might come off as like extra or whatever, but like I feel very immersed in the game.
No, yeah, no, I agree. Like,
yeah,
it is a little goofy sometimes, but samurai movies are goofy and dramatic at times. Like, it's just the way that it goes. Like, I understand that. I like it. Like, I'm super into the game. Like, it's just like sometimes like a little bit of that goofiness does come out, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like,
yeah.
I appreciate it. Like, sometimes there are things that feel too. I would rather have too serious than too video gamey, because
right, yeah.
The obligatory Doom reference of the day is in Doom Eternal. The ammo upgrades or the headshot sounds were a little too video gamey for me. Like when you like chainsaw someone, like it's blue and red and green and pink. It's like, all right, I'm literally slaughtering hordes of demons. Like, I didn't want to hear when I like shoot somebody in the head.
Right. I see what you mean.
So it's like a little too video gamey, but like I would rather have too serious, which is fine. It is just a little goofy. Like the haikus were a little goofy to me. It's like, I know that people are getting slaughtered and my home is burning down and my uncle's captured. Sorry about the other spoiler, my bad. Like,
it's
yeah, that's in the opening, my bad. But it's just like, it's like all this stuff's going on. Gonna write a haiku.
I actually have been messing with the haikus a lot. Like, I think they're super relaxing overall. Like, I think they, you know.
I am not very interested in the haikus. Like,
I feel you.
It's fun. I'll do them. Like, I'll do them to the best of my ability and make something that I think sounds good.
Right.
But it's not really the forefront of my focus. It's like, if it's follow a fox or write a haiku, I'm gonna follow the fox.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that because it's the birds that lead you to like hidden locations sometimes. And like those can vary from like, I found a man in one of like the tall mountains on like the west side of the island of the first part of the map, right? And he only has white drip and it looks fire. All right, fire. Like so much white armor, white hats, white robes. Like that is the white location. Like you be looking fire when you step out of that place. That's just not the choice that's just not the visual aesthetic I'm looking for with Jin. But like, if you want some white out, drip, it's over there.
Yeah.
But the bird led me to that. And birds leaving the shrines. I mean, no, the hot springs too. And I think my favorite part about the hot springs is that like it gives you a little bit of agency in terms of like what you want your Jin to reflect on in terms of like what's going on in the story at that point, because it'll change of like, okay, like if you've done like this side mission, like do you want to think about like this one thing that happened in this side mission that like just happened, or do you want to reflect on your uncle like you said before, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like little bits of that too that I think are cool in the way that they give the player the agency to have Jin think about what they envision him thinking about in this current time in the game. But again, same thing with the like the haiku thing and stuff like that. Like it does come off like a little bit goofy. You know?
Definitely. It feel like I didn't expect to make like dialogue decisions or like small decisions like that throughout the game. I thought it was going to be very linear on who you are. Like Jin has a personality, you are Jin. Jin has a skeleton of a personality. You can choose what kind of like small details like surround that greater personality. Like I didn't expect that. Something I also thought was really funny. I thought it was gonna. I wanted to make it a reaction image or something like that, but I took a screen cap of N suffering because I thought that was really funny. It caught me totally off guard.
I didn't expect that at all, dude.
Yeah.
And like, I guess it makes sense because like it's not gonna like instant kill you.
Yeah.
If you don't hit like right the heart, whatever. But like, I was like, damn, that's cold, and that's why, because like they just be crawling, like a crawler in like Ascension and Black Ops 1. You know what I'm saying? Like they be out here.
Yeah, they do be out here. Damn. I thought it was really funny. Like I thought it was gonna be a funny like a reaction image or something. It's like end suffering. Yeah, like
that's definitely gonna get memed.
Yeah, definitely I saw it. It's like, yo, this is gonna be so good. Like somebody's gonna do something really funny with this thing. And
actually, sorry.
Oh, you go.
No, because like I'm gonna say like another meme that I found on this game already. So finish your thought, and then I'll go.
No, it's just like there are some moments in this game that are like when you're riding your horse can jump so high.
So high.
It's like
he got hops.
He got hops. We were coasting along, and it's like, oh yeah, here's like a jump like that doesn't seem too bad for my invincible horse. Like I'm sure it'll be fine. And then we both ate shit.
Bro, yeah. There is an upgrade where I don't know if it's saying that you have unlimited fall damage, or you can just fall from higher places and do like a roll to recover yourself. But there is an upgrade I saw for dealing with heights, because I want to do that ASAP, because I just be misjudging the height of things and just fucking up completely.
I will let Kage take the blunt of the falls. Like, do I really want to walk down this entire hill? All right, boy.
I don't be doing that. No, I can't.
He's fine. Yeah, but he's fine. He vibes.
I know he's fine. He just be getting up, like
he get up. I know he's vibing. Like he's fine with it. Like he's chill with it.
He's like, oh fuck yeah! When you jump off this fucking cliff, absolutely, bitch.
Yeah. So it's like I don't feel like going all the way down slowly. So it's like, all right, here we go. And then he we both eat shit, but I don't take any fall damage. He gets up, I get up, and then we just keep going.
Have you done any like side mission where you accidentally go out of bounds and you don't realize it?
I have. I did a quest called The Other Side of Honor.
Okay.
And that was a little goofy. But it wasn't too bad.
So the one I saw was that I guess like you had to like follow a woman or something like that. Like you had to like follow a woman because she wants to show you something or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if you went in the opposite direction, I saw on Twitter that it says on the screen, you're losing the woman, and it's counting down. And I'm like, and the people were like memeing that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like my everyday life, like LMAO.
Yeah.
So, like in an effort to like make this game have a tone of like seriousness in a way, like when like any game does it, but like when it's like a serious tone, it does tend to get memed a lot, and it's really funny for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I thought some of the memes that came out of Last of Us 2, like during that scene early on.
Yeah.
Some of those are really funny.
Oh man, you love to see it. I think the last thing I got popped up in my head before we close out, I think, is I love the way Jin talks to the horse.
Yeah, like it's very
so
loving. Yeah, it's like you deserve the best, boy.
like, and I had one time where he said like one day we're just gonna go for a peaceful ride.
Yeah.
But right now I need you. You know, like like you that one like it's so fucking nice to see. Like Jin really gives a fuck about this horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I remember in Last of Us 2, it's like I hope Shimmer's with us the whole ride. Like I was saying it right before. Like, can I talk about? Like we've already talked about spoilers a little bit. Like, can I say that? Like,
yeah.
Like
I'm gonna give the okay on that little bit for sure.
all right, so it's like I like right before Shimmer got fucking yeeted.
Yeeted.
Yeah, before he got fucking laid out. Like I was like, Shimmer, I like you. Like we're cool. Like you and me. Like fuck Dina, just you and me.
Damn.
Like I didn't like. I was cool with Dina, but it's like, if it was Dina or Shimmer, I'm going with Shimmer.
Wow.
It's like
That's a bold move.
it's like okay, like, and it's like, you know, you and me, we got this, Shimmer. Like you and I are gonna take down the WLF. Like we're gonna fuck them up. Like I can fight Abby and you can like kick someone in the teeth. Like we got this.
Damn.
And then
Damn.
Shimmer got fucking blown up, and it was like, all right. Like as like Joel, like with Joel, I was like, all right, anger, and then calm down. It's like then you fuck up my horse.
Just fuck about.
Yeah, and so it's like immediately after that, it's just like no mercy. There is no mercy. There, whatever shred of hope you had, abandon it.
It's a wrap.
It is a wrap.
It's a whole wrap. I think I've extinguished. Ooh. Wait, no, never mind. I was. Actually, you know what? No, it was in the trailer. Okay, it's fine. When you get the grappling hook, oh my fucking god, it's so satisfying.
I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh man.
I knew it was coming. I saw wedges with like white rope and like cloth. It's like that's a grapple hook.
Yep. Oh, they're so fun. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Yeah, that's been a lot of fun to get. I don't think I have anything else to say. I mean, so far I'm having a very, very good time. I have completely dropped all games I was playing beforehand. You know, unfortunately, honestly, I feel like at this point I'm going to restart Final Fantasy 7. I'm not going to restart Persona 4. Persona 4, I got at a part where, okay, we have laid out the foundation of this game. I know what it is. I wrote down some notes on my phone. The game will not be forgotten, right?
Right.
Like that will be picked up again once I beat Final Fantasy 7. But I think FF7 I'm probably gonna restart after Ghost of Tsushima. But I think for the time being, I think I'm all in on Ghost until I'm done with the game. I don't want to play anything else. You know?
I knew I would feel that way. Like I'm right with you, which is why I've been holding off on Crisis Core. Like,
oh, I see what you mean now. Okay, I got you. I feel you. Okay.
Like I've been wanting to play Crisis Core. It's right next to me. It's charged. It's ready. It's like you gotta wait a little bit.
Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense because Crisis Core for me was like a 15-16 hour game.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna require some attention for sure. So I feel you. It's a great point, sir. It's a great point.
And it feels, I know, like I sound like I am in a state of privilege with my life and all that. Like, where it's like, oh yeah, it's like I have all this free time because of the quarantine and all that, and it's like I have too many video games to play.
I feel you.
Like on the Steam Summer Sale, I bought Wolfenstein. I didn't like Metro. I ended up refunding it.
Metro, which one? The latest one?
Yeah, no, 20. I was going in chronological order. I just bought the collection. Like I was gonna go 2038, well then White, and then Exodus.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not having fun. Like I'm only playing this because I bought it. Like,
I liked 2033, and I think the other one's Last Light. I think.
Yeah, Last Light, and then Exodus.
I do not like Exodus. I did not like that game.
It's like I was playing through 2033, and I was like, I'm not having fun. It's like
I feel you.
And it's like, yeah, I get it. Like the game's like, the game has praise, and I can understand where people could enjoy the game and be captivated by it. But I am not feeling that captivation, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna refund it. And then Xbox Game Pass just came out for $1 a month, so all the Metro games are on that anyway, so I get to save some money.
Understandably so. Understandably so.
Stonks.
Completely validated. Yeah, so I guess my last thesis about the game, it's great. I've been having a lot of fun with it. And like before this game came out, a lot of people were like calling this game like a Batman type of story where you like see this man turn into something else, to something of what he needs to become, and like we're like definitely getting those crumbs and seeds, and that has been really cool. Like seeing the evolution of his turn into the Ghost of Tsushima, it's you're like getting crumbs of it early on, and like, oh man, it's fucking cool. So I can't wait to see how this all goes out, and that's my thesis.
Yeah,
very, very good. Yeah.
No, yeah, I totally agree. Like, I was just about to say all that. Like, it's so good because in Batman, the games that you play as Batman, like other than the Arkham Origins DLC, like you're already Batman. Your character is just about consistent throughout the entire story.
Right.
But this is like a Batman Begins-esque scenario where Jin is already trained in a formidable opponent, but not compared to Kodo Khan. So he needs to sharpen his skills and become a deeper threat for the Mongols, which I think is super cool.
I just want to like rip the famous Commissioner Gordon speech at the end of Dark Knight,
Yeah.
Like, was it like a watchful protector, whatever? Like,
yeah, a watchful protector, a silent guardian, a dark knight.
So fucking cool. I fucking love that. I need to watch Dark Knight because I've been thinking about Dark Knight a lot. I don't know why.
Watch
I
Dark
just need
Knight.
to watch that. Some. It's fucking tremendous.
Yeah,
it's fucking phenomenal.
It is an incredible movie. You know, it's
Literally
something
phenomenal.
that has been sticking in my mind that a comment said.
What's up?
You and I are the champions of saying as we are describing our thoughts, and I've been doing. It has been sticking in my head the entire time I've been talking. It's like stop saying stop saying stop saying.
Hey man, it's that. Unfortunately, it's that West Coast type of dialect. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's what I would blame it towards. I'm sorry. That's what I would blame it towards.
I
I feel like.
Yeah.
Damn, there we go. I just said it again. I feel that I say, you know what I'm saying, after I say something.
Yeah.
A lot too. I'll explain something and be like, okay, there's the like.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, you know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Like, I say that a lot too. And I said like again there too. Oh well. Couple of fucking West Coast boys.
I like like that. I used to not say it like whenever I would describe something, it would be very robotic. Like my girlfriend told me is like you sound like a robot. Like whenever you describe something sometimes, because like just like when I was like, oh yeah, I am romantically interested in you. Would you like to go out sometime? It's like you sound like a fucking robot. Can you ask me like a human being? I'll say yes, but can you ask me? I was like, okay. It's when I was younger, like I used to sound very robotic, and so it's like yeah, like that's why it's very casual right now. And it's like I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep saying it. So you're gonna have to like you hate to hear it, but you're gonna have to hear it.
Yeah, I hate it. You hate to see it. Well, do you have any closing thoughts, Arachnite, on Ghost of Tsushima with our first impressions of the game?
Great game, visually stunning. I put too much time into photo mode. This is not my game of the year. I already can tell.
Already could tell?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it marinate. I'm not sure. I know game of the year is gonna be pretty difficult for me, I think.
Definitely.
In terms of FF7 Part 2, and now I feel like Ghost of Tsushima, I think, is in the realm of like GOTY contenders. I think that it's not now, after playing the game for a little bit, I don't think it's outlandish just to claim Ghost as
A contender.
a game of the year. Yeah, a game in the discussion of game of the year.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I absolutely agree. It is an enjoyable experience through and through. When I say that it's not my game of the year, that's not to dispel or to to demonstrate that I don't enjoy the game.
Right.
I feel like my entire discussion throughout this episode is me enjoying the game. Like, sure, there's some goofy moments that I think are funny and kind of ruin the tension or whatever, but I am enjoying the game thoroughly. I'm like, other than some small hiccups that I don't enjoy, such as no lock on and like controls and accessibility.
Right.
It's just other than small grievances. Fundamentally, I do enjoy the game, and it definitely deserves to be in the discussion of Game of the Year. But I have not been captivated by a game this entire year the same way that Final Fantasy VII got me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Any game this year has tough shoes to fill. And even with my grievances towards Part 2, there are things in that game that I loved, that I adored. And there are things that in Final Fantasy VII that I had grievances with, like little issues with. Mm-hmm. But whatever game is my game of the year, it has been an incredible year for gaming.
Oh, factual, absolutely.
So my closing thoughts on this is, if you've listened the entire time through, play the game. Like, if you have a PS4, play the game. If you don't have a PS4, watch Kevin's streams on it. It is a journey worth going on. I can already tell. Like, I've done nothing in the story. I'm literally just on where Kage and I are just vibing through Tsushima right now, and I am still thoroughly captivated by everything going on. So, if you have any, are you iffy on it? Watch Kevin play it. Like, watch the streams, like, go through the streams, like, talk about it on the Discord if you're there, read about it online. But I definitely recommend that if you have a PS4 and are on the fence about playing this game, I definitely recommend it. Honestly, just for the cinematography alone. Like, the story is cool. It's amazing graphically. That title card,
Oh, that's what I forgot to bring up. Fuck, I'm so good. Oh my god, I forgot to bring it up. Holy shit. Okay. This is literally the last thing I say about Ghost of Tsushima in the first impressions. That opening title screen moment with that crescendo of the orchestra playing is one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my entire fucking life, Arachnite.
it is amazing.
I literally fucking paused. I was like, holy fuck. I can't handle this. It was amazing.
I believe there's a moment in every game where the player decides whether or not they're invested and this is worth their time. That title card was the moment where I decided that I wanted to go through the story. Because like we talked about, the intro is a little weaker than we'd like.
Right.
That title card is what re-sold me in.
It completely makes the whole intro worth it.
Yeah.
Like okay, let's I'm the fucking Ghost of Tsushima, and let's free this fucking island from the Mongols, bitch. Like, I'm ready to fucking go. Like, let's go. Like, I will become the Batman. So that's the Ghost of Tsushima. Like, let's fucking get it. Oh god, it was so good.
So good. So, closing thoughts, play the game, and if you can't play the game, watch the streams. You're gonna enjoy it.
Absolutely. There you have it, folks. Those have been our first impressions on Ghost of Tsushima. In terms of future episodes, I wonder how we're going to do. I feel like we might be taking this podcast series because this is probably gonna take a longer time for us to beat than the average game.
Yeah.
Right? It being and I do want us to take our time with it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I think we'll still coordinate on how are we progressing the story overall behind the scenes. But I think we're gonna treat the next few episodes, however long it takes, as kind of like journal entries. Like, all right, like here, is how we felt about like Act 1, and then perhaps Act 2, Act 3, or just in general, like how we feel about the game on this specific Road to podcast, anything new and stuff like that. We'll probably go like that, and then we'll of course do the spoiler cast, and then the bets and predictions, answers, and then stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes next week and stuff like that. We'll see how we deliver the content that way, and definitely look forward to it. Most importantly, Arachnite, where can the people find you?
The people can find me on the PlayStation Source Discord under the same name. Fun community. Everybody has like a great time there. We're all talking about ghosts right now, like, you know, as we should be. You can find me on Twitter. My handle will be in the description. But if you're listening as a normal podcast, it's Orly_Macias, ORLY_MACIAS. Talk about comic books, video games. That's mostly about it. Like, I talk just what I'm passionate about, and vague threats to companies for stuff I want, or just vague threats in general. Like, I was playing Marvel's Capcom, and I was like, why the fuck isn't Daredevil in this game? And so it's like, yo, Capcom, put Daredevil in the next game or else. And it's always just the same image of an Animal Crossing character with a gun. So it's always just stuff like that. So if you enjoy vague Animal Crossing related threats, check out my Twitter. But
you love to see it.
I'm also on Twitch. I am finishing up my setup. I'm making sure everything is working well, my mic, all that other stuff, since I just moved my setup and I've been redoing my setup. Twitch.tv/thearachnite. I don't know what I'll be streaming or when I'll be streaming, but there will be games and they will not be played well.
Fire. All those links are down below in the description, as well as, of course, you can follow our PlayStation Source links at PSSourceVids on Twitter, link below in the description, as well as our Discord server. Join that, link below, as well as our Anchor link to listen to our long-form content and podcast format. That, of course, only now being Road to Ghost of Tsushima. And maybe we may have some more Road 2 in the future.
Road to
Definitely
Miles
gonna
Morales.
be more. Yeah. We're gonna
We're working on it.
They're under construction, if you will. You know what I'm saying? They're all marinating in the old mind. You know what I'm saying? So those will be, of course, to come in the future. But Road to Ghost of Tsushima on podcast services around. I almost stole Greg when I was like around the world, around the globe. No, just on major podcast services, out and about in the podcast lands. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Thing of watching Road to Ghost of Tsushima #6. First impressions. We'll be back next week with some more thoughts on Ghost of Tsushima. And make sure to keep watching on the channel, as well as become a Prince or King tier member if you want to support me and the channel as a whole. Thank God for watching, and as always, greatness
awaits.
See you later, guys.
Have fun playing the game.